Have you ever wondered how motocross, a sport of speed, thrill, and daring jumps, came into being? What are the roots of this adrenaline-pumping sport that has captivated millions around the globe? How did it evolve from its humble beginnings to the high-octane spectacle we see today? These questions, while seemingly simple, open up a world filled with fascinating stories and landmark moments. So, strap in and hold tight, as we're about to dive headfirst into the exhilarating mud-splashed history of motocross. Buckle up as we dive into the exhilarating history of motocross. The roots of motocross trace back to the United Kingdom in the early 1900s. It was a time when motorcycles were just beginning to make their mark, and the thrill of off-road racing was a new and exciting frontier. In the verdant meadows and rolling hills of the UK, the concept of motocross was born. Initially, it was a local sport, a pastime for the adventurous and the daring. The riders, clad in leather and fueled by an insatiable need for speed, would race across the countryside, their motorcycles kicking up clouds of dust as they roared past. The sport was initially known as scrambles. The name was suggestive of the chaotic, thrilling, and unpredictable nature of the races. Picture this: a pack of riders, each vying for the lead, scrambling over hills, through mud, and around sharp bends, their engines roaring in a symphony of speed and adrenaline. The first official scramble race took place in Surrey in 1924. This event marked a significant milestone in the evolution of motocross. It was no longer just a local pastime. It was now a recognized sport with official rules, a dedicated track, and an enthusiastic audience. The riders, once casual participants, were now competitors, each striving to be the fastest, the most skilled, the most daring. From there, the sport began to evolve and grow. The motorcycles became faster, the tracks more challenging, and the riders more skilled. The thrill of the race, the roar of the engines, the cheers of the crowd, it was a heady mix that continued to draw in more and more enthusiasts. Motocross began to spread beyond the borders of the UK. It captured the imagination of people around the world, transcending cultural and geographical boundaries. The sport, born in the rolling hills of the UK, was now an international sensation. And thus, from a humble beginning, motocross began its journey to global recognition. It was not long before the sport of motocross made its way to the United States. In the vibrant decade of the 1960s, the roar of two-stroke engines echoed across the Atlantic and landed on American shores. This was a time of exploration, innovation, and breaking boundaries, and motocross fit right into that ethos. As the sport gained momentum, the need for a governing body became evident, and so the American Motocross Association was born. This organization would play a pivotal role in fostering the sport, maintaining its integrity, and ensuring its growth in America. The establishment of the American Motocross Association paved the way for the first-ever American Motocross Championship. This event was a game-changer. It sparked a new level of interest, brought in a wave of new fans and participants, and solidified motocross as a major player in the American sports scene. The thrill of the race, the camaraderie among riders, the cheering spectators, the dust and the glory, these elements combined to create a unique spectacle that was hard to resist. The popularity of motocross soared, reaching corners of the country previously untouched by this high-octane sport. With the American embrace, motocross was no longer just a European sport. It had become a worldwide phenomenon. As we entered the new millennium, motocross underwent significant transformations. The sport had come a long way since its early days. Technological advancements in motocross bikes brought about a new era of high-performance machines. These bikes, lighter yet stronger, were equipped with state-of-the-art suspension systems and powerful engines that enabled riders to fly over jumps and navigate the roughest terrains with unprecedented speed and agility. Around the same time, a new style of motocross began to emerge: freestyle motocross. This offshoot of traditional motocross focused less on speed and more on the style and creativity of jumps and stunts. Riders started to push the boundaries of what was possible, performing gravity-defying tricks that left spectators in awe. This shift in focus breathed new life into the sport and attracted a younger, more diverse audience. As motocross began to gain mainstream popularity, its impact on pop culture became increasingly evident. The sport's daring stunts and high-octane action made it a natural fit for film and television. And it wasn't long before motocross-inspired fashion began to appear on the streets. However, with the sport's growing popularity came a heightened awareness of safety. The need for protective gear became paramount, leading to the development of high-tech helmets, body armor, and boots. New rules were implemented to ensure rider safety, and tracks were redesigned with safety in mind. The sport continues to evolve, with new styles and techniques emerging all the time. Riders are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and bike manufacturers are always seeking ways to improve performance and safety. From its inception to the present day, motocross has been a testament to human daring, innovation, and the love for adrenaline-pumping action. So, we've traversed the thrilling path of motocross history, a journey that started in the United Kingdom. From the humble origins of a challenging off-road sport that tested the strength and endurance of riders and their machines, motocross has certainly come a long way. Then we saw how this adrenaline-filled sport made its way across the Atlantic, finding a new home and a vibrant following in America. The American twist to motocross, with its daring stunts and high-speed races, took the sport to new heights, captivating audiences around the globe. And finally, we delved into the modern era of motocross, a time that continues to push the boundaries of what is possible, with advances in technology and the fearless spirit of riders propelling the sport forward. Next time you watch a motocross race, remember you're not just witnessing a sport, but a century-old legacy of thrill and excitement.